The Happy Ghast is a sister variant of the Ghast we're usually used to, that not only lives in the overworld, but has some really unique features and abilities that are completely new to Minecraft. This is everything you need to know about the Happy Ghast. So before we even think about discussing this crazy brand new mob, first we have to go back to where it all starts. Step 1, we have to go to the Nether and find the very first evolution, the dried Ghast. Now, this mob looking thing isn't actually technically a mob, and actually more of a block. To find this guy in the Nether, you have to specifically look for Nether fossils located in soul sand valleys. You'll notice it lying there within the bones of the fossils, and can be identified with its sad looking face and little tentacles on the side. Yes, this looks quite similar to a Ghast, but don't worry, it's not going to start firing fireballs at you. You might be wondering why the dried Ghast is looking so sad. And well, the clue's actually in the name. It's severely dehydrated, so we have to give it some water. Now, of course, we all know water doesn't work in the Nether, so we'll actually have to pick it up and transport it to the overworld. What's good though is you don't currently need a specific tool to actually break it, as you can just break it with your fists. When you get to the overworld, you'll have to submerge the dried Ghast in water and soak it. You'll know if you've done it right because green particles will appear around it. You'll notice over time that the dried Ghast's face will start to smile more and more, and he'll also become more saturated in colour. This whole hydration process takes exactly 20 minutes, which for reference is one full day to night cycle. And the reason we're even doing this is so that we can progress this block's evolution into a real moving mob. Introducing the Ghastling. This is a really cute passive mob that looks quite a lot like a baby Ghast, except he's happy and totally friendly. Specifically after hydrating, the Ghastling will actually detect the closest player to them and imprint on the player. This means they will mainly follow this player around and occasionally take breaks to explore the surrounding area. This little guy is almost like a happy, floating white balloon that just bobs around in the air. When the Ghastling is imprinted to you and following you around, it's essentially the process for taming it. Now, this Ghastling won't roam away from you, but if you are worried it will, you can actually attach a lead to it. Okay, so what now? How do we actually get the Happy Ghast we all came for? Well, you can essentially just wait for it to grow up, or you can speed up the process by feeding the Ghastling snowballs. This is quite cute considering snowballs both hydrate and cool down the mob. I absolutely love it. So shortly after, you'll get the Happy Ghast, which is the brand new mob added from the Minecraft Live 2025 update in the summer drop. This is of course a passive mob with 40 HP, or for reference 20 hearts of health, and has tons of unique features we've never seen before. Now, we've got a lot to cover here, so pay attention. First off, the Happy Ghast does not spawn naturally. You can acquire these mobs in two different ways. You can do it through evolution, like I've just shown you, or you can actually spawn them in with an egg in creative mode. At the moment, you cannot actually breed this mob, but who knows, maybe that will change in the future. So to get this guy to follow you around, simply hold snowballs in your hand and it will come towards you. Again, unlike the original Ghast, this mob cannot shoot fireballs and will take damage from fire and lava, so be careful. What's unique about this mob, however, is that it's actually rideable. And not just for one person either, but for up to 4 people, which I believe is the first entity in Minecraft that allows so many people to actually ride it, other than Steve's mum of course. So how do we actually ride the Happy Ghast? Well, we need to craft the brand new harness item. This is very similar to a saddle in how it works, but can be crafted with 3 leather, 2 glass and wool of any type. What's cool though is you can actually swap out the colour of wool to make your Happy Ghast's harness unique, as there's a total of 16 different colour variants. This is of course visible when you equip it to your Happy Ghast. What's extra cool is the harness actually features large vintage style aviator goggles. which stay up when no one's riding, and lower and cover the Ghast's eyes when it's being ridden, even if the player on top is invisible. So not only is this feature just genuinely good for exploring the Minecraft overworld, either by yourself or with your friends, but also has another unique feature that in a way is similar to creative mode in survival. So when you actually stand up on the Happy Ghast, the mob stays perfectly still and actually becomes a full solid block that you can freely walk around on. How interesting. So why is this a good thing, might you ask? Well, funnily enough, this could be the perfect solution to building at height. Have you ever been building something in the air, or even a roof on a house that's tough to access? Sure, scaffolding works, but in some situations it's not very efficient. Well, the Happy Ghast literally allows you to ascend and transcend to the exact spot you want to build. I imagine this is also going to be great for communities like SMPs, as I'm sure we'll see a ton of new mini games in the future, like, I don't know, Ghast racing or Ghast fighting. I'm excited for the future. Conveniently, another cool feature that's coming out at the same time as the Happy Ghast is the new locator bar. This essentially shows positions of other players in your world when playing Minecraft. When in multiplayer, the bar appears in the place of the experience bar, except when gaining XP. It shows the position of other players as a coloured square indicator. They appear on the bar approximately within 120 degrees of the camera facing towards this player. If a player is on a significantly different Y level, an arrow pointing to the player vertically appears over the square indicator. And finally, players can prevent their position from being shown in the locator bar by either crouching, wearing a mob head or carved pumpkin, or being invisible. But why am I bringing this up in the Happy Ghast guide? Well, you can quite easily ride the Happy Ghast from place to place, making it easier to find your friends within the world using the locator bar. But how will you be using the Happy Ghast? I mean, imagine how easy it will be to explore the End Islands on one of these bad boys. Anyway, subscribe, leave a like, and check out some more guides on this channel.